Hello, welcome. I have a HST set today to have a look at. This is one of the original Graham Farish ones. So I know Dapal do a lot better version of these. This one is actually quite an old set. I think it was 1981 tooling. So you're looking, it could be 40 years old now. So, you know, 40 plus years old. So how does this sort of date and how does it look like in today's world? These sort of are very in vacuum form plastic. And they're actually very fragile. I don't have any paperwork for this model at all. The product code is 8125. There's not a lot to see on the box whatsoever. So, and obviously you get this very weak plastic, which destroys itself with age. It's had a repair. Let me get both the power cards out. So this actually comes with a dummy car and a power car. You do get some of these sets with two power cars, because there was known to do in a lot of traction problems. So, and let's get the coach out. And I think the coaches were made roughly about the right size. Not like the Hornby ones at the time, I think it was. So, that coupling looks a little bit low for some reason, but could be just because it's on the, maybe not. Might have to just have a look at that. I think that one's actually been put in the wrong way round. I think it needs to go in that way. So that's most of my models. This is a second-hand one that I picked up fairly recently. There we go, that's the coupling the correct way round now. That's why it was looking very low and catching the ground. But yeah, this is a second-hand model, or models, as you get three of them for your purchase. So you get a power car, dummy car and the coach. So we're going to have a look at these close up on the white background. There is no separate fitted details that I can see on these models. There is no working lights. They have a very basic pickup system. I think it's a split chassis, and they use this sort of bar there, like copper strip for one of the sides and then the chassis for the other side. So I'm not sure if you can ever chip these to DCC. Obviously everything's possible, but I don't know if this actually runs, because I've not even, this is the first time I've really had it out of the box. So let's have a look on the white background first. Let's see what detail we do get for a sort of a 40 plus year old tooling, and we can then set up a piece of test track and get that running. So there we have, up close, and it's probably not the most sophisticated model now, but it does look actually quite good, I think, and I do really like this sort of livery, much better than the other liveries, I think. Obviously this was the first ever livery in the production runs, and this is the one I remember seeing on all the main lines. But yeah, I mean, there's still good detail there. You know, we've still got the nice guard, and the running number there, the guard sort of nameplate on the door, and you get quite a nice Intercity 125 logo there with the original BR logo. Some nice detail around the door. Yes, just to say it's all moulded. It's getting a little bit closer. So you can see the glazing's actually fitted. Looks like nice detail on the roof there. So let's have a look at the ends. And you can see where the body clips on there at the bottom. And let's have a proper look at the front of the locomotive. So we can see the running number on the front there. Just silver paint where the lights should be. And the wiper is just a piece of moulding on the glazing there. And same with the handrails, are just sort of moulded. Let's have a better look at these, this side of these bogies. So you can see all it's quite nicely moulded on the bogies there. And the same on the opposite side. You can see a nice print of the guard. And the grills, obviously they're all moulded, but they actually look quite good. And especially in N-gauge, you don't really need all the separate parts, because it is quite small. It tends to be moving around fairly quickly, especially this sort of model on the track, so you're not going to see it really up close continuously. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the non-power car. It should be identical, and we'll have a look at the coach. So there we have the non-power car. And I think one of the main differences that you can see is you can see through the guard's window there, where on the power car you could just see where the motor is. So that's really the only major difference, apart from in the running gear as well. So which is sort of no gears or anything like that, and it's just very basic sort of non-powered bogie there. Let's see if I can get that back on. Okay, let's go and have a look at the coach. There we have the second class coach. And obviously this does look more of the correct size. So let's have a look. We do have interior on this coach, so I know some of these Graham Farish ones didn't have any interior at all, and I think you could purchase that separately if you wanted to. So there's a little bit of a mark there. And we don't get any windows in these coaches on the doors like the driving cars. Now let's have a look on the opposite side. It's trying to roll off a piece of track there. It's getting a little bit more closer. So you can see the bogies there on the coach. Nice crisp running number. Glazing actually looks quite nice, you know. And like I said, not all of these do have the interior, but you can't really see that much, especially when they're running. So, but it's actually, for the age, these do look really good, and they don't actually look much different to some of the later models, really. You know, Apart from obviously all the later ones will have a little bit more fitted details. But yeah, let's have a look what the power car weighs and see if it's able to pull a reasonable load. So let's have a look at what this weighs. Oh, I need to power it on. H6.5, not that bad, but not particularly heavy. It feels heavier than that. And what do you get on the non-powered car? 36, so not a big load. And the coach, 25. Very light. So shouldn't have any trouble hauling those. Well, let's see if this runs. And the answer is yes. It seems quite smooth. So what sort of crawl could we do with this? Okay, let's just turn it up nice and slowly. That's not bad. Let's try it the opposite way. That is pretty good for an old model. I'm pretty sure these have a 5-pole motor. Not sure if they've got flywheels or not. Yeah, I mean that is actually quite an impressive crawl. I've set just a basic oval of track, so let's see if it can pull the 3-car unit that it came with. I'm not going to say this is the perfect track. I've replaced a couple of the fish plates, but it is quite old track. So let's crank it right up and see what we do get. This is at 70, 80, 90, maximum. Let's bring that back down. I've not run it in or done any extra running since we've taken it out of the box earlier, so I don't want to stress it. But yeah, I mean that's running absolutely perfectly. Great 3-car unit. Okay, I've set up a 7-car rake. Let me just check. Yeah. So we've got 5 passenger cars plus the power and trailing car. So let's see where we go. Oh, let's in the forwards direction first. Absolutely no problem with the traction. Absolutely brilliant. So can we do the same thing in reverse? Yes, really good. And what a great little model this is. Yeah, they do just clip on, the body does. So let's see if we can get this off. There's a clip at the back. So there we go. And it just slides in at the front. And that's the body removal. Now you can see a good size motor there with a lot of weight. I would have said there must be a flywheel underneath. Must be dual flywheels. But like I said, it is a split chassis. You don't get any of the PCB on this one. On the slightly later China versions, there is a PCB sat there on the top, but it's still a split chassis. It's basically the same model. Now as you can see, there's no lighting at all. It's just nice, simple, and just clips back together, and that's it. So let me put all this away. Our car. New car. Now 1 second class coach. And there we go. That concludes that unboxing. I definitely recommend buying one of these. They're a lot cheaper than the Dapol versions. Obviously the Dapol version is going to be higher quality with the moulding. It's going to look more realistic. It's going to be DCC chippable. But to be fair to the early Graham Farish one, I'm actually quite surprised on how well this runs, and it pulled those coaches without any problem whatsoever. So if you can find one at a good price, I would definitely recommend buying one. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good evening and take care.